Hello YouTube, I'm AP, or better known as Luke Scalewalker. And today I'm going to show you 3 ways to take any riff you know, any easy guitar riff, and use it as a practice technique to get better. And answer the question, can you get better at playing guitar by playing Blink-182 songs? I know what you're thinking. Come on, AP, you got to do heavy scales and practice with a metronome for hours a day. You can't play that easy stuff and get better. You got to make some gains. To a certain extent, you're right. But as a lot of beginners don't know exactly how to break into that type of practice, you can get a lot of mileage out of the stuff you do know. And when I was in... What the heck is with my hair? Never mind. 3 ways. I'm going to show you 3 ways to improve your playing by playing Blink-182 songs. We're going to specifically look at what's my age again. So for me, this was like middle school. I had a bass player buddy who on the weekends we would go over to his house, drive his parents crazy all night long playing guitar and bass, trying to learn the instrument or the instruments. And I would always lean more towards trying to play Rush, Led Zeppelin, that kind of thing. And being that this was middle school, he was big into the Blink-182. So, at the bequest of my friend, I did learn those songs so that we could jam on them together. And one of them was, what's my age again? So you're asking yourself, well, what are these 3 ways? What are these 3 ways? I don't even need that. Don't worry about it. I'm going to get that. What are these 3 ways to improve your playing by playing this song? Well, basically to change the picking of this, 3 different ways to improve your guitar playing. Now I do believe that Tom DeLonge plays this with all downstrokes. I could be wrong about that. But we're going to do, basically we're going to change it up and do every combination, probably not every possible combination, but 3 big combinations of how to pick this to improve the picking on your right hand. So first of all, the riff is playing these 2 notes and pedaling these notes. You can hear it. And putting that together sounds like this. Basically, you've got the 11th fret on your G string, the 11th fret on the B string. Now those 2 notes don't change. Those stay the way they are. And you play those, and then you're going to pedal these tones. So we've got the 9th fret on the D string, the 9th fret on the A string, the 9th fret on the F string, just kidding, the E string, and the 11th fret on the E string. So, and you're going to be pedaling those. Now if we do this with all downstrokes, it looks like this. However, we're talking about getting the most mileage out of everything you know. Now I understand if you're going for accuracy and you want to cover this song just exactly like Blink-182, do the downstrokes, do whatever you think sounds the closest. We're going to do this as an exercise. Basically now we're going to be arpeggiating this by basically going with the direction we're picking. So if we're moving down, we're going to be doing downstrokes. If we're moving up, we're going to be doing upstrokes. So it's going to mix it up. You're going to have some downstrokes and some upstrokes in there. I'll do it slow for you. So you've got both. You've got a combination of both there. Now you've got 2 ways to get your right hand moving to practice, to get this exercise. And then the third and final way to turn this into an exercise is going to be pure alternate picking. It's probably going to be the most difficult for you, but it will help you out. So basically this is exactly as it sounds. If you don't know what alternate picking is, basically it's straight alternate picking, so it's every downstroke is followed by an upstroke. Down, up, down, up, down, up. And alternatively, every upstroke is followed by a downstroke, oddly enough. Never mind. That would look like this. This is the hardest one. Just down and up, just like that. So that's 3 ways. If you learn this song, practice it with the downstrokes, practice it with basically the economy of motion, picking in the direction you're moving, and practice it with the straight alternate picking. I promise you, by doing this, you are improving your playing, and you're doing it by playing an easy song. And the last note I will leave you with is, why would you need to do this for such an easy song? And that comes down to the argument of necessity versus artistic choices. And what I mean by this is when you either are writing a song or learning a song, you may play it a certain way out of necessity. It may require that you alternate pick because of the speed, or your playing may not be up to snuff, so you may do all downstrokes because you haven't developed alternate picking yet. So when you go to, if that's the case, you go to play something, you're playing all downstrokes out of necessity. You have to do it that way because you don't know how to play it any other way. However, if you have all of these techniques to draw upon, you can then make the artistic choice. The song may sound better if you do alternate. It may sound better for all downstrokes. An example of that would be Crazy Train, the opening for that. I think artistically, it's a subtle difference. You could do it alternate picking, but I do believe that all downstrokes on that, there's something about that. It sounds good. By having the different techniques at your disposal, you can make an artistic choice to do one or the other, and you're not bound by necessity. Your homework, should you choose to accept it, and I never did homework, is to learn the riff and do it in all 3 variations. Downstrokes, going with the direction, and straight alternate picking for the true champions. And that is all I've got for you today. Make those gains! Come on, do it! Exercise, get huge, do it, come on! Exercise hard, come on!